These are the top 10 draft classes from this year's NFL draft. As an honorable mention, we have the Atlanta Falcons, and yes, they got some great defensive talent. James Pierce and Jalen Walker and Xavier Watts, but I was not a fan of them giving up their 2026 first. Number 10, we have the New York Giants. They got Abdul Carter and their QB for the future, Jackson Dart. They even added Cam Scatterboot, Marcus Boo, and Darius Alexander, but is Jackson Dart the right QB for the future? Number 9, we have the Baltimore Ravens, and somehow the Ravens always have some great defensive players fall to them. I'm talking about Malachi Starks and Mike Green, and they even added LaJohntay Wester in the 6th round. Man, y'all better keep him on your radar. And number 8, we have the Denver Broncos. Honestly, these two picks alone carried it for me. They have now the best cornerback duo in the league, and apparently RJ Harvey's finna be Darius Sproles. And number 7, we have the Carolina Panthers. Honestly, y'all, they added a ton of talent. Tetairoa McMillan, the wide receiver one for years. They scored 10. We love our Aggies. Princely Milan, and they even added Jimmy Horn Jr. later in the 7th round. Bro, the Panthers low-key building something nice. And number 6, I don't know how the Rams did it. They got guys that are going to make plays for them. Terrence Ferguson is a solid tight end. Josiah Stewart, honestly, is going to cause a lot of attention cost him. Jarquez Hunter, my ultimate sleeper for this year's draft. And how in the world did Chris Paul Jr. fall this low? Cracking the top 5, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who brought in a ton of talent. Grace Zabel going to start day 1 for them. Then Nick Imawari is added to a young and super talented DB room. Torrey Hunter, one of the most underrated receivers in this year's draft class, and y'all see him at the top. Jalen Milroe has the highest ceiling of any player in this year's draft class. Number 4, we have my Dallas Cowboys, who drafted dudes that are going to make a solid impact. Tyler Booker, the number 1 guard in the draft. Siobhan Rebel hasn't allowed a touchdown in 3 years. Dominic Ezraku, 16.5 sacks last year. Oh, and Jaden Blue. I'm telling y'all, this dude is a game changer. Number 3, Jim Harbaugh went crazy. The Chargers drafted all my favorite players. Trey Harris, who should have won the Biletnikoff last year if he would have stayed healthy. Amari Hampton, Josh Jacobs 2.0. Kyle Kennard, who almost beat Alabama by himself last year. And the most athletic tight end in the entire draft, Oronde Gadsden out of Syracuse. And number 2, we have the New England Patriots, who absolutely drafted some dogs. Will Campbell said he would die for Drake May. Dravion Henderson, man, he's quickly going to replace Ramondre Stevenson. And Kyle Williams, one of the most talented receivers in this year's draft class. But I want to talk about Joshua Farmer. That dude right there out of Florida State, absolute menace. But at number 1, it ain't even close. It's the Chicago Bears. They won free agency, and now they're winning the NFL draft. Ben Johnson is going crazy. Y'all finna see how good Colston Loveland is when he has a real quarterback. And Luther Burden, the ultimate gadget guy. Common None guy, love as a late round pick. And my guy, my Aggie, Shabar Turner out of DeSoto, Texas. Dude finna be a menace on the defensive line. There was so much drama around this NFL draft, but man, was it a good one.